Welcome back to our channel, Soap fans. Today is a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness that is Salem. My mind is completely blown by the July 6 to 10 preview video. I mean, we all knew the DiMera family dinner table was toxic, but this is a whole new level of unhinged. React first, explain later, right? Okay, so Theo punched EJ in the face, and I am screaming. I was sitting on my couch, yelling at the screen like a crazy person, because after everything EJ has put this family through, after all the lies and the God complex, seeing Theo, sweet, innocent, usually so level-headed Theo, just absolutely clock his uncle, it was television gold. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up and talk about how we even got to this glorious, messy moment. So, Kristen DiMera. Can we talk about Kristen for a second? I know some people are loving this villain era for her, but personally, I am so frustrated with how manipulative she is. Yet, I kind of have to respect the hustle. I mean, she is ruthless. In the preview, Kristen decides to drop the ultimate truth bomb on Theo. She sits him down and casually reveals that his beloved grandfather, Stefano DiMera, is the actual reason his mother Lexie got that fatal brain tumor in the first place. I've been watching since 2010, and this brings back so much trauma. Remember when they did this storyline back in 2012? Lexie's death absolutely broke me. And now Kristen is weaponizing that exact tragedy just to get back at EJ. It is so sick, but it is so effective. Let's do a quick history lesson for the newer fans, because this is deep lore, and I am a nerd for it. Back in the day, Andre DiMera held Lexie captive in the underground DiMera tunnels, and those tunnels were filled with toxic gas. That exposure is exactly what caused Lexie's inoperable brain tumor. Stefano knew, and he carried so much immense guilt over it, but the damage was already done. Because of them, Abe lost the love of his life, and Theo grew up without his mother. I remember sitting in my room watching that storyline unfold and just sobbing because Lexie didn't deserve it. So for Kristen to drag this dark, painful history back into the light right now, when Lexie has just been resurrected by EJ's miracle drug only for that drug to start failing, it is the most calculated, evil move she could possibly make. She knows exactly what she is doing. She is lighting a match and throwing it directly onto Theo's fragile emotional state. And her whole argument is just wild. Kristen looks Theo dead in the eye and tells him that EJ is exactly like Stefano. She claims EJ is just as problematic, just as dangerous, and just as responsible for the pain in Theo's life. But am I the only one who thinks Kristen is being a massive hypocrite here? Like, hello? Kristen literally just tried to have Johnny killed in an apartment fire using Sophia. She is no saint. But she's also not wrong about EJ. That's the part that makes my brain hurt. I kind of hate that I agree with her. EJ's been playing God. He used that experimental Versavix drug to bring Lexie back, didn't tell anyone the risks, and now the cure is failing. Lexie is dying all over again. EJ hid the truth. So yeah, EJ is acting exactly like Stefano, manipulating life and death for his own ego. Let's talk about Theo's headspace, because my heart just aches for him. This poor guy has been through the ringer. He just got his mom back. He just had this miraculous, impossible reunion with Lexie. He stepped up to be co-CEO with Johnny to make the DiMera name mean something good for once. And now he finds out that not only is his mother's resurrection a ticking time bomb, but his own grandfather is the reason she died the first time. And his uncle EJ has been lying to his face about the failing cure. It is too much for one person to handle. Because of his autism, Theo relies so heavily on stability and truth, and the DiMeras have given him nothing but chaos and deception. You can see the exact moment in the promo where his heart just shatters into a million pieces and hardens into pure rage. Which brings us to the punch. Oh my god, the punch. I need this scene framed in the Louvre. EJ is standing there, probably wearing one of his expensive, smug little suits, probably trying to smooth talk his way out of the backlash like he always does. He probably thought he could just gaslight Theo into calming down, but Theo is not having it. He winds up and just bam, right in EJ's smug face. I cheered. I literally spilled my drink. It was years of pent-up frustration, not just from Theo, but from all of us watching EJ get away with literal murder and manipulation. The sheer force of it, EJ completely stumbles back, and the look of pure shock on his face is everything I ever wanted. He never expected Theo, sweet, gentle Theo, to snap like that. But you push a good man too far, and this is what you get. I know some people in the forums are defending EJ. They're saying, but EJ tried to save Lexie. He brought her back. And, okay, maybe part of me feels a tiny bit bad for him. I mean, he did genuinely want his sister back. He thought he was doing a good thing with the Versavix. He thought he could beat death. So, maybe his intentions weren't entirely evil. Wait, no. What am I saying? I'm completely contradicting myself here. EJ didn't do this out of pure love. He did it because he has a god complex. He wanted to prove his science worked. And when it started failing, when Dr. Rolf told him the lab rats were dying, EJ covered it up. He let Abe and Theo believe they had a future with Lexie when he knew she was a dead woman walking. He deserves every single ounce of that punch and then some. So what happens next? I am terrified and thrilled all at once, because if Theo is willing to punch EJ, what else is he willing to do? Are we about to see a Dark Theo era? I am kind of here for it, but I'm also dreading it because I don't want him to lose his soul to the DiMera curse. And, what about Abe? When Abe finds out that EJ lied about the cure and that Kristen is using Lexie's tragic history as a weapon, Abe is going to absolutely lose his mind. We already saw hints of Abe kicking EJ out of the hospital room, but this is going to escalate into a full-blown war. The Carver men against the DiMera siblings, and honestly, my money is on the Carvers. EJ and Kristen are so busy tearing each other apart that they don't even realize the collateral damage they are causing to the people around them. And just to circle back to Kristen, she is going to pay for this. You don't just drop a bomb like that on Theo Carver and walk away clean. EJ's going to retaliate. We know he's already planning to kidnap her for the Johnny and Sophia fiasco, but this, using Stefano's memory and Lexie's original tumor to turn Theo against him, this is going to make EJ's revenge 10 times worse. I predict an all-out bloodbath between EJ and Kristen during the July sweeps, and I'm going to be glued to my screen for every single second of it. They are both monsters, and they deserve each other. But leave Theo and Lexie out of it. This show just knows how to get my blood boiling. I need to go take a walk and calm down before the next episode airs. But seriously, am I the only one who thinks this is the best sweeps month we've had in years? Let me know, because I am losing my mind over here.